Not all. Alongside our European allies, the U.S. is now formally accusing Russia of poisoning a former double agent and his daughter in the U.K. And the Russians are still denying it. ABC's Molly Hunter has the story in London.
President Trump has now pointed the finger squarely at Russia, releasing a statement alongside leaders of France, Germany, and the UK, saying there is no plausible alternative explanation. The leaders say it's the first offensive use of a nerve agent in Europe since the Second World War, and it's a breach of international law. But in Moscow, Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov made a promise to retaliate against the UK's deportation of 23 Russian diplomats very soon. It's the biggest expulsion of diplomats since the Cold War.
We will not tolerate the threat to life of British people and others on British soil from the Russian government.
Lavrov calling it outrageous, saying the Brits have gone far beyond the limits of elementary rules of decency. President Putin's spokesman again denied all involvement in the poisoning of former double agent Sergei Skripal and his daughter Yulia. 11 days after that attack, British Prime Minister Theresa May has visited Salisbury, the scene of the crime, for the first time.
We do hold Russia culpable for this brazen act and despicable act.
The U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, was crystal clear yesterday, urging the UN to act together.
Salisbury will not be the last place we see chemical weapons used. They could be used here in New York.
In that statement from the U.S. and its allies, they say Russia's failure to respond to Britain's legitimate request for an explanation only further underlines its responsibility. Molly Hunter, ABC News, London.